this is our film pitch by George Archer, Jess Stooke, James Green and Doherty. Company name, logo and film name. We decided that our company name will be Fireflies Productions. The reason we picked this particular name was the fact that fireflies aren't something you generally don't think about until you see them, and for that time they fill your mind completely, and from then on they will always be in your memory.
So the title of our film is Footsteps and Tire Tracks. And our film is about a journey of a girl and a boy, and how the boy will go to any distance to find his true love. And in terms of marketing, just to add this in quickly, we will be asking to effectively make the film we want for £500,000. £100,000? Yeah, that's how you say it. A lot, yeah, £500,000.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. This will be not necessarily for the film itself, as we are doing a romantic comedy which so borders away from effects and high digital work. Just basic lighting. We will not be using well-known actors because of the realistic element, and it's more for the distribution, as our distributors will be Universal. We aim to show it in, like, I'd say showcase the kind of main cinemas here, but for a short amount of time.
Very ambitious, but yeah, good.
And then we'll also, we'll also take it to film festivals as well, like Sundance. So we'll get it recognised before we go up to Universal, cap in hand, and say, can you help fund our film? And we'll also use YouTube, or kind of gather an audience on YouTube's and video sharing sites such as Vimeo to also gain support and momentum behind our film idea.
To market our film, we are going to use a wide range of techniques which effectively reach our target audience. Our trailer for Footsteps and Tire Tracks will be around 2 to 3 minutes long and will be posted on the internet on sites like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Vimeo.
Social media will be more of the strongest way we interact with our audience. We'll start a Facebook and Twitter page where we can give out information like release dates and posters and pictures of behind the scenes of the movie, just so that everyone can get talking. And then we also will be using billboards and adverts on the radio and the television, and also have some of the actors on talk shows.
We will also distribute our film posters to schools and colleges, who will be randomly selected, and they will spread the word by telling their friends.
We will market our film in Empire magazine, where we'll all be on the front cover and have a double-page spread talking about the plot of our production and the characters, which will create buzz and anticipation amongst our audience.
Our target audience is between 12 and 24. They're going to be both genders. So we want to make our target audience quite wide, so we make more profit.
So for our rating from the BBC, we chose a 12A because our film doesn't contain any sexual scenes, but does contain mild language. So we don't have any real violence, and our audience range from 12 to 24, so our characters will be relatable because they're in the same age range.
The 12A requires an adult to accompany a child, and under 12 doesn't. So this is enforced by cinema staff, and cinemas may lose their licence if an adult accompanying isn't with a 12.
So now we move on to the 4 characters that will which dominate our film. We have the protagonist male, Lucas. Main character traits are he's quirky, wild, happy-go-lucky, musician and passionate.
Theodore, or Ted, is his sensible friend who's more organised than his counterpart, but he's also acts as a voice of reason. He's a bit nerdy and very hesitant, which is a good opposite from Lucas.
Emily is the love interest, and she's popular, friendly, hopeless romance and self-confident.
Riley is Emily's best friend. She's quite reserved, but she's quite popular, she's smart, knows it all, and she's a voice of reason for Emily. She's a really good influence, just like best friends.
So Georgia, brown eyes, blonde hair, casual clothing. She wears skinny jeans, baggy t-shirts and trainers. Her clothes are very simplistic and are over the top. and similar to her makeup as well.
Lucas is blonde hair, blue eyes. He's a typical boy next to the typical boy next door who wears very casual but preppy clothing. He is often seen wearing skinny jeans, a jumper, boots, and a casual jacket.
Theodore has got brown hair and he's got green eyes, and his clothes are a little bit more nerdy than Lucas's, but mostly the same with the skinny jeans, the shirt, and then smart shoes.
Riley has red hair and brown eyes. She wears casual clothing, which is very similar to Emily's clothes. Just jeans, t-shirt and trainers. Very minimalist makeup.
And so the plot of our story goes as follows. The story starts off with Lucas, played by myself, and Emily, played by Georgia, falling in love at the beginning of college. However, when caught in a gruesome car accident, Emily can barely clings to her life. Over the next few months, she recovers well, but even that comes at a price as she loses her memory of the past year. But slowly, and little by little, it returns, but she does not remember Lucas. With holes in her memory, she runs away, conflicted and leaving Lucas alone. And after realizing life is terrible without her, he decides to leave everything behind, dump everything and travel the country in pursuit of her. To win back her the only way that he knows how, by playing their dedicated song. But he's not facing this mammoth task alone, as he's accompanied by his best friend Theodore, played by Finn. With only a guitar, good spirits and his best pal beside him, the two embark on an exceptional adventure to find Emily, who is having a wonderful journey of self-discovery of her own, with every day learns more about herself. Yet, she still desires something that's missing.
This is one example of our location shots that we've got. It's like fields and country footpaths where Emily will be walking through in our film. We've also got a prom scene where we'll all be at the prom, and there's quite a few scenes of Emily in the car when she has a car accident and when she's driving away to stop.
That's tears already. So I'm really interested in the distribution. So where are you going to take it first? If you want Universal to distribute that, you've got a long way to go from 500,000, haven't you, to Universal seeing it. So what is it? Where are you going to start? Sundance.
Yeah, we're going to start.
South by Southwest as well, it's really good. Just generally media.
Southwest was good. But what about British places? I mean, you're going straight to the American market. You can see why.
Well, it's the fact that we would probably go to working title as well, as they're within Universal, the Universal conglomerate, but
Yeah,
we
they are,
would stay.
yeah.
But also our film has quite a lot of like Americanist kind of, the whole storyline is quite American in the way that he goes after it, and that would be kind of appealing to.
So it's a romantic road trip film, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? So what similar projects have you looked at?
So like Paper Towns, which is coming recently, which is the John Green book adaptation, which is a lot like that, which is the kind of the whole group of people go after this girl who's like, and they go on a road trip down to a paper town, basically, and they like try and find her.
Oh, yeah.
But
What other locations? We've only seen Attenborough Nature Reserve. I know that might not be it.
No,
but
that's
that's
that-
we're moving away from Attenborough.
It's
We
We spent a
Yeah.
lot of time there over the years. haven't we?
It's over near,
in various
it's over,
people's films.
It's like a load of fields over near Bramcote.
All right, yeah. So where are you going to go? What time? So that's where you can go to.
we're going to vary the.
Okay.
We're going to further away. We're using the car too.
We're going to drive to like Elveston Castle, and
Yeah.
I think because they've got like bigger, like open fields that like not many people go
Because
to.
we really don't. We're trying to avoid just condensed shots. We really want to get this feeling of just like open worldedness and
Yeah.
like infinite possibility, as opposed to being like sat inside. I mean, there will be some interior shots which
Yeah,
are
you do
needed to
need
build the
some
story.
interior shots, yeah.
But
I also
it's
think about
more
going to the
focused on-
seaside, getting the sea, because that's a complete.
Yeah.
It's not. I know it's not a cliche, but it's the open range, and that would give you a sense of being a long way away.
So is that
Ready for the day, everyone?
Oh yeah, it's gonna train.
Good bribing practice, Georgia.
Are you pitching for my money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are you spending my £500,000?
That's
a good
well, that's
question.
all the essence of the film, which is lighting, actors, catering, travel. Then you also have camera hiring equipment like cranes, jibs. Then you also have the distribution, which is the biggest part. This is where the biggest part of the sum will go. It's
So
distribution.
if you're
Yeah.
if you're at a film show and somebody comes along and offers you a distribution sort of deal, are you going to go? Actually, if you hang on a bit, because we're hoping that Universal are going to take us on,
No,
or you go, maybe.
it would depend on how vastly he would distribute and for what the cost would be and how that would be compared to others if we got involved.
Okay.
We're not narrow-minded to one objective.
Yeah, just
That's just an ambition that helps us drive us further.
Okay.
We can.
And I mean, obviously, I'm coming in completely cold on this. It isn't my subject or anything like that. But I think at the moment, £15,000 here
yeah.
represents a lot better value than £500,000 potentially there, because Universal might not pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that £15,000 here is realistic, but I'm not sure £500,000 is realistic either.
It's because there's going to be features of above-the-line advertising as well. It wasn't just going to be guerrilla marketing where we slap a few posters on, because it doesn't really go with the conventions of our film. Like romantic comedy, you don't really see post-it notes smothered over the walls. You see big billboards, you see TV ads. So it'd be a lot of above-the-line advertising.
They're not renting like TV airtime to put the trailer out there. And
Oh,
get
so
it.
you're really going to spend your money on advertising?
Yeah. And get to a very wide audience so we can make back as much money
Yeah,
as possible.
12 to 24, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So what's your other films that you've seen? What's their
Fault in Our Stars, which was
It's
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
6 to 12, is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
the
that's a nice
BBFC
film, yeah.
rating is like it just doesn't contain. We just
No,
very
use one
general.
unnecessary
Yeah, it is a bit
language to
generous,
make
yeah.
it 15.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, so you strap 12 out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people like, Love Actually, my favourite film, that's a 12A, isn't it? And that's, you know,
That's one of
Hugh
them.
Grant's 12 all the way through it, but nobody seems to object to that.
It
That's
sa-
a 8
it
to 80,
says-
they say.
It says that 12 you can use language if it's like necessary. So like you don't just like
It's not
swear
using to insult
anywhere.
someone,
Yeah.
it's using to like express
like yeah.
pain or
So we
something.
can
Yeah.
use like a little bit of language, but not like as much as you would use in like a 15.
Oh, bloody hell, you could sound that.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, gosh darling. Okay, alright, anybody else?
Were you trying to, like, both genders? Did you want, like,
Yes,
for
we
your
are.
target audience?
Yeah,
Was
we,
this kind of film?
I know it's more
quite-
focused on good, but I mean, I went to see Paper Towns and I went to see Fault in Our Stars and I found them quite interesting to be honest. And I feel that it doesn't, obviously it kind of advertises to a female audience, but males can always enjoy it too. And most of the time, girls will all drag guys to see those kind of
Yeah, I
movies.
think there's some truth in that, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
And the same with yours.
And it's not like it's not like the main female character in it is being crippled by this kind of thing. It's the opposite. She's going out, she's grasping life. So it appeals to women audience, female audiences because of the power role of her. But then it shows a lot of dedication and passion from the male. So it's like a go get her kind of thing. And it's,
Yeah, and you have got two representations going on, so you've got enough to attract a sort of a double audience, definitely. Okay, anybody else? No, that's very good. Looking forward to seeing that.
Thank you very much.